Still in good shape.
Still in very good shape, and she's not young.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably about Stephanie McMahon's age, maybe a little older.
I'm surprised
40s,
Stephanie McMahon
mid-40s.
didn't decide to jump in.
Yeah, that's a big surprise too, because she wrestled not that long ago last time. I think she's kind of done with it. I think even she stays in good shape. I know her and Triple H, they work out all the time. They're always on these magazines and stuff. But
yeah,
I guess she didn't want to take the spotlight, I guess, away from the real women wrestlers.
That's true.
They brought back a lot of legends and stuff, and she wanted them to have their spots, I guess.
They mentioned China too.
They did. Stephanie McMahon mentioned China.
Yeah, Stephanie McMahon mentioned China. It's a huge deal.
And they've been showing Hulk Hogan.
So
Hulkamania will run wild again. And I will cry like a 10-year-old boy.
And it'll be hilarious.
Yes.
I'll take video.
When Hulk Hogan returns, I'm going to leg drop everything in the apartment in his honor, including Baby Cat.
No.
I'm gonna leg drop her. I'm gonna leg drop her toys. I'm gonna leg drop the toilet. I'm gonna leg drop.
That's gross.
Yep. I'm gonna leg drop the couch. I mean, everything is gonna get leg dropped.
Right, well,
There's gonna be a lot of flexing. A lot of spitting the hand on the ear for the crowd noise, telling the crowd I can't hear him. Give me a lot of that if Hulk Hogan comes back. I'm just warning you.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
We know that you're lying there. So the real reason was they made a big surprise entrant at the end. Not entrant, I shouldn't say that. This wasn't in the Royal Rumble. But when Asuka had to make her choice of which champion she's going to face, Charlotte or Alexa Bliss, we get the music. Yeah. Joan Jett music.
Yeah, Joan Jett. I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Yep. And who shows up?
Ronda Rousey.
Right, looking like Roddy Piper.
Yes.
Which I was reading, she actually has, before he died, she had permission from him to call herself Rowdy Ronda Rousey, and to look like him.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I guess they were trained by one of the same people, and then they crossed paths, and they became kind of friendly. And he told her, for your rest of your career of whatever it is, I guess he even meant if you get into wrestling at some point, you can use my gimmick for. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was reading that last night.
That's really cool. And you know what I also like about her? Most of the women wrestlers are all made up. They've got extensions. They've got their makeup on, the fake eyelashes. And here comes Ronda Rousey, and she's got a little bit of makeup on, but she's just very natural looking and no extensions. I kind of like that. I mean, I love it too when the girls dress up. I mean, they do look with the makeup and everything. I do like that, and some of the different color hairs. But it's just nice to see that as well, just somebody natural. So we'll see how she does. I am kind of torn with her because in real life she would kill all of them.
Yeah, that's what kind of makes this ridiculous.
Yeah, in a second, like she would kill them. Like I feel like you have Asuka, who's supposed to be undefeatable, but then you have Ronda Rousey, who is pretty undefeatable in general. Like I don't know anybody that can go up against. I think she could even take out the men. Maybe they're gonna make her like the next China.
I mean, it could.
They should have her against Brock Lesnar. And I totally think she would own Brock Lesnar because he's an idiot. Yeah. I don't like him.
That's true. He's an idiot. Yeah.
So that should be a match.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar versus Ronda Rousey.
Let me call Vince McMahon. I get on my phone, and when I'm on the phone with him, I got some other questions for him about the XFL.
Yeah.
I watched the press conference the other day. I think you did too.
I did. I watched the whole thing.
I am very excited about the XFL coming back.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
Yeah, at first I thought it was going to be kind of stupid. Because I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me, the XFL. But
well, we watched a documentary on the XFL that they did
which was
a year
actually
or two ago, whatever it was.
It was very, very good.
It was.
Everyone should watch it. Was it on ESPN?
Yeah, I think it was the ESPN one.
That was really good. If you haven't seen, or if you don't even know anything about the XFL, because I didn't know anything about the XFL other than it flopped, just watch that and get some history on it. It's really good.
I think he learned his lesson this time. So the first time I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to mix the wrestling with the football, and it's just not successful. So he said this time there was no crossovers at all.
Yeah.
Like he was using wrestling announcers and stuff like that. It says there's not going to be any connection, which I think is a smart idea. Because first of all, when you think wrestling, what's implied in wrestling? Well,
that's fake.
People like to use the word fake. Mm-hmm. It's predetermined. So then people started, I remember when the XFL was coming out the first time, people were like, does that mean the football games are going to be predetermined? Which is, of course, impossible. How can you predetermine a football game?
Right.
Because how can you control where a guy throws it, or if he throws it correctly?
Right.
So, but of course, that was the thing. So he's doing the smart thing this time, saying, no, there's no touching each other. Like, they're completely two different things. This is football. This is wrestling. Done. Separate. I think he's learned his lesson there. I think he's learned his lesson on some of the silly rules they had.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Remember they had the rule where, normal football game, you do a coin toss to kind of figure out who gets the ball, kicks off the ball the first time. Well, in the XFL, they had two players from the other team race each other.
Are you kidding me?
They ran, well, not race each other, I'm sorry, they raced to the ball, the same ball, from opposite directions. Mm-hmm. The first time they ever did it, the one guy in the one team completely blows out his knee and hurts himself for the rest of the season.
Oh my god! Because
you have two guys coming to full force and they're running into each other.
Yeah.
So I think he's learned from silly things like that. Let's just get back to basics.
Yeah.
Which he did say it's just regular football. So he's going to listen to the fans.
He's going to hire professional
real people. Yep. He says he's not going to be out there at all, which was another mistake he made in the XFL. He was out there, and he was being Vince McMahon, the character,
Vince McMahon.
which is again just connected to the wrestling and people that turned a lot of people off. I think it's not everyone's wrestling fans, of course. So he's doing the smart thing. He's going to hire professionals, stay out of the spotlight. He said this might be the last time you've seen him with the press conference.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I believe that, but
yeah, I don't believe that either.
I'm sure he'll be there when they start announcing the teams and cities and all that, mm-hmm. But you get the point.
Yeah. He's also taking a while to build it, too. I think the last one that they built it in, 9 months or something like that.
Yeah, they wanted a longer time, but then they rushed it out. I forget what it said, but they rushed it out for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Now he's got 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years to pick the players, train the teams. Yeah, they only had, a month to train. These guys were all thrown together on a team, and then they only had, a month to learn,
practice and stuff,
So the quality of play was, terrible. Now, that's what it's all going to come down to. So, there's been one other pretty successful league. I mean, you have the Arena League that's still around, but the USFL was in the 80s, mm-hmm. and they didn't play at the same time as the NFL, which is just another smart move. Which he did. He knew that the first time, and now he's doing it again. Don't play when the NFL's playing.
Yeah,
because people want more football.
Yeah,
like he said, there's 7 months of no football then, so people want it. So he thinks he'll be able to get an audience there, but what's going to all come down is quality of play. So the USFL was actually able to get big college athletes away from the NFL. I mean, they got NFL Hall of Famers. Like Steve Young, Reggie White, who's considered one of the best defensive players in history, actually played in the USFL first. Another, you have Jim Kelly, who brought the Bills to 4 Super Bowls in the early 90s. He started out in the USFL. Warren Moon, who's a Hall of Famer, he started out in the USFL. So actually, Herschel Walker, who's not a Hall of Famer, but still was a decent NFL player, also played in the USFL. So you have, that's what they need to do. They need to somehow, with money, draw some big athletes from college.
Yeah.
And get them into the XFL, into the teams. And if you can get some of that little bit of star power that people recognize from college football, I think that the XFL could be pretty successful.
Yeah. I think it's going to take them a while to get to that point. I think they're going to get all, the, quote-unquote reject.
Yeah.
But those reject ones could end up being really good, and then they've got, these really good players in the XFL. So...
Listen, people watch college football. And college football is made up of... Even if 2 really big teams play, Alabama versus Notre Dame or something, 75-80% of those guys aren't going to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
So you're watching non-NFL caliber, and people watch a lot of college football.
Yeah.
So you can have guys that aren't NFL caliber and still have decent football. They need time to gel together and practice and improve the quality of play, and that's why they're having 2 years to do it. So
we'll see what happens.
It will be interesting to see.
You think we'll see Tim Tebow on any of those teams?
So he did say that no criminals are allowed in the league. Even if you have a DUI, you're not allowed in the league.
Yeah, which I think is...
So goodbye, Johnny Football. I'm sorry.
I think that's a little extreme, but...
Well...
You got one.
He's trying to be the anti-NFL.
I know.
Because what's the big thing in the NFL? People say, oh, it's a league full of, criminals, and even though it's not every guy.
Exactly.
It's a small percentage, but unfortunately everybody hears about those guys. So he's trying to be the anti-NFL, you're going to have to stand for the national anthem, no kneeling stuff, don't be a criminal, don't cause problems.
He's kind of like that in the WWE.
Yes,
you kind of can't. I mean, unfortunately, there's been probably drinking and drug issues at some point.
Yeah.
But he lets those go. But
not anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
He used to, but not anymore.
But I mean, they got rid of Enzo they dropped him like a hat.
Oh yeah,
like a bad habit. They dropped him. He has this whole little problem, and he's not even been found guilty yet.
Yeah, and they dropped him. I think that was a good reason, though.
Yeah, well, he's in the news every week on something. It's causing some kind of problem.
Yeah, so they got their...
They said that's enough. Enough's enough. Can't take this guy anymore. So he'll do it, and he's a big star.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the whole reason why people watch 205 Live.
Yep, the whole cruiserweight division that was being built around him, and WWE said, nope, doesn't matter,
I don't think we told people. He's, he's allegedly
sexual misconduct.
Yes.
Towards a fan. And of course, 2017 was the year of the sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
And sexual harassment.
Yeah. Well, that's what they get.
It's coming out for a lot of people now. I'm hoping it's not true, because I did like Enzo.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm hoping it's not true. We'll see. The WWE felt very strongly about it, so they let him go. But Vince is serious about that stuff, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be good, but we'll see. We shall see.
We shall see.
2020 XFL.
It's one terrible decision that Vince made.
Hiring the Bellas.
I
guess that wasn't really a bad decision.
I think they were pretty successful. No, it was doing his song "Stand Back" in the '80s.
I didn't even know he had a song.
He did. Hulk Hogan played guitar on it.
Oh my God, that was his song?
Well, I don't know if he actually played guitar, but he's in the video playing guitar. Because remember, he was almost Metallica, so Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he was going to be the bassist in Metallica.
Yeah, even though at the time he was like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Like he was like the biggest guy in the world.
Yeah.
He was going to leave that to be bassist in
Metallica. And he auditioned for Metallica.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't even remember that.
And how would you not remember? Because again, when Cliff Burton died, Hulk Hogan was like Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania was taking over the United States.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Metallica guys would remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would remember this giant 7-foot blonde tan wrestler
with a big, awesome Fu Manchu mustache.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would remember that.
Tanned like a hot dog.
Yeah.
The silky hair of a Chinaman.
Oh my God.
It's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my God.
They're watching Hulk Hogan and they say that. But so he made Stand Back, and guess what? He did not win a Grammy for that. But who did win some Grammys this year, Melissa?
You're so silly with that.
It's called a segue.
Yes.
You should have learned it in this profession.
Oh my goodness.
It took me years and a lot of hot yoga to master that. Mm-hmm. So
that was really Vince McMahon's song. I just remember Hulk Hogan in it.
Stand back, stand back. That's all I remember, something like that. I'll play it for you afterwards.
Oh my God. That sounds terrible.
And he dances in it.
I don't remember Vince McMahon though. I just remember
he's he's right in the middle singing it.
I just remember Hulk Hogan in like his... Didn't he wear like one of those shirts? Like it's supposed to be like a suit, but the sleeves are cut off so you can see his muscles.
Yeah.
I just remember him. I don't remember anything
Yeah,
else
Vince
about
McMahon's
that
in smack in the
ridiculous
middle,
video.
dancing around like an idiot and singing.
That sounds terrible.